part of this conversation is over. Okay, we listened to Mr. Boring. Okay, and now it's time to hear Steven Crowder's fresh off the presses new response. Okay, this is 15 minutes long. This is a response video to Mr. Boring's content. He's so
They don't get deals that...
They can be wage slaves for a little bit, come over and make a salary and grow their brand. They can be wage slaves for a little bit. They can be wage slaves for a little bit.
What? I don't get it. Wait, oh, subtitles are on. Thank God.
They don't get deals that...
They can be wage slaves for a little bit, come over and make a salary and grow their brand. They can be wage slaves for a little bit. They can be wage...
He's trying to be like, this is an own because I was just responding because like you said wage slave and I'm just like using your terminology or something.
Slaves for a little bit.
God bless the talk boy. Those things are worth like $5,000 now. It's an expensive gag. So didn't want to have to do this, but
it doesn't seem like he didn't want to. It seems like he wanted to do this.
Daily Wire outed themselves very, very quickly. And sure enough, if you see all of the people who work there,
this is so
some of whom I have relationships with, they immediately tried to make this all about money. Here's the problem. There are a few problems, and I'll go through with some receipts. Everything that was said about negotiations, how they transpired, beyond the numerical.
Here's one thing I have to admit, okay, from a Marxist perspective, okay, technically it is wage slavery. If you are working at a fucking company, okay, and you're generating value and they're exploiting you and they are literally taking more from the value that you're generating and paying you a salary, you're still a salaried employee. You're still a laborer. Okay? So understand that on a fundamental level. However, there is no way that Steven Crowder is generating $30 million worth of revenue for the Daily Wire or for any outlet. Okay? So that's the insanity for me. Okay? If he's out here being like, "Oh my God, thank you so much for the $12.5 million a year that you're giving me," I'd be like, "That's wild. That's an insane amount of fucking money that you got. You're basically running away with it." Okay? Are cops laborers, wage laborers, if they work for capital? That's actually a great question. That's why Marxists say that cops are class traders, because from a fundamental class position, police are technically supposed to be alongside the working class, right? But they are the protective arm of capital, and therefore everyone considers them, at least in Marxist circles, to be class traders. They are working for the bourgeois class, the capital owners instead. Yeah, they also got fake-ass unions that are so powerful. I hate it. Okay, let's continue.
Value. Which is true, and I'll get to. Everything else is untrue. I don't really want to get into that. It's completely irrelevant. Here's why. Go back to the 20-something minute video, 30-minute video. You've never heard me say or write anywhere online that these offers weren't paying enough money. Why? Because it's not about the money. It's.
I was right. It's about the racism clause. Oh my God, I'm so happy. Oh, I love this. First of all, it's definitely about the money. Come on, you fucking psycho. But I think it's also about the racism clause, which is pretty funny. It's so good. It's so good. He's like, dude, you need to pay me $12.5 million a year, and you literally, I have to be racist. You're paying me to be racist. You need to make sure that you protect me while I'm being racist. That's what he's saying. Yo, it's so good. It's so good. I love that. I mean, I get it. That's his job. His job is to be a fucking bigot, dude. I get it.
Kind of unreal to me that the only thing these people can still talk about is the money. The conversation was about...
Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why the only thing people can talk about is the money. Because that is an unimaginable amount of money for everyone in general. An unimaginable amount of money for even people like myself, okay? Like, I make a lot of fucking money. That much is insane in comparison to what I know your output is, okay? Like, you are not making that much money. if you were making that much money and they wanted to, pay you less, then, I would probably have a hard time openly defending you on that because I think your output is fucking dog shit. You're a disgusting racist piece of shit. But like, I understand it from at least an employer-employee standpoint. Okay? Again, like LeBron James makes millions of dollars a year, but the bosses make billions of dollars a year, right? Like, and they make those billions off of LeBron James's work. That's the whole point. Steven Crowder, not generating $10 million for the company. It's just not happening.
Conservatism, the movement, and big tech, they keep talking about money. I'm talking about a country. I'm talking about a movement. I'm talking about making a difference. It's not about the money. And Jeremy and the Daily Wire know that. How do I know they know that? Because after, according to what he said, I walked away from the offer. I did place one more call to the Daily Wire. And I made it very, very clear that it wasn't about money. That was not the topic of conversation. There was zero, as they've tried to portray this, miscommunication. It was one last call where the only thing that I asked for, my only demand, was their word, and not even for me, but for other people coming up facing these kinds of contracts.
Let's say it's a kid who comes in with 500,000 YouTube subscribers or something like that, 100,000. Let's say it's some other kid you're paying six figures to come in and do it. There's not the penalty of the demonetization or if they're removed from iTunes, Apple, YouTube.
Yeah, sure there would be.
And here's something else. I was also very measured. I was painstakingly clear in taking myself off the table because it wasn't going to be a right fit. That happens in business all the time. But that we weren't talking about me. We were talking about the futures of other people who could potentially.
It's like young Steven Crowders who want to be racist should be protected. It's about the principle. I am a defender of workers' rights and workers' wrongs, okay? Specifically workers' wrongs. If someone wants to be racist, they should be protected both constitutionally and also at the workplace. I'm here to fight for that. That's what he's saying. Awesome. Love that. Which, by the way, the funniest part about this is something that we already experienced when we were watching Kanye West. When Kanye West went on the fucking media tour that he went on, every single right-wing personality basically said, dude, you can be that anti-Semitic, just like don't be that anti-Semitic. Just hide. Use the dog whistles. Here's how you're supposed to do it. And Kanye was like, nah, fuck that. Steven Crowder was told the exact same thing by Jeremy Boring. We watched the video earlier. He straight up said, dude, we love your racism. We are such big fans. I mean, we used your early racism designs and your racism blueprints here at the Racism Factory at the Daily Wire, and we loved it. We are big fans of your work. Okay? When you did the George Floyd murder reenactment, I mean, fuck, that was so good. When you do blackface, oh, brilliant. Excellent work. Thank you so much. I mean, you are truly revolutionary. You're innovative. You're disruptive. You're finding new ways to be racist every day, and we love that. But if you want to come here and work at the Racism Factory for $12.5 million a year, what we need you to do is maybe dial the racism back and then paywall it. Like an OnlyFans. Like an OnlyFans for racism. You can say the N-word. You can say the F-word. You can say all of the words. You can use our R&D that we have on the back end, the ancient tombs of racism that we have unlocked back there. Use that on your OnlyFans. Paywall it. But when you're on YouTube, you can't get banned. That's what he's mad at. He said, fuck that, YOLO, I need to get banned. I need to say it. I need to say it all the time, not just on OnlyFans. I will not keep it paywalled. I will say it out loud and I'll say it proud. And you cannot financially punish me for it. I fucking love that, dude. It's so good. Everything I say all the time about these fucking assholes just openly present in this conversation.
Actually be in that position, that very disconcerting position. No miscommunication.
What I'm talking about is you're describing a model for everyone, not just, let's get rid of me here. Everyone, if there's a penalty for being demonetized on YouTube, because your business model requires that be a huge component of it.
By the way, Jeremy Boring got ahead of this and said everyone has a different contract. They probably don't have this for, Ben Shapiro, because they already fucking know that Ben Shapiro is not going to get banned off YouTube, you idiot. He knows how to do the dog whistles. He'll go on MLK Day and be like, black people are fatherless and also thugs, but he won't say the N-word, which Steven Crowder doesn't either, but he won't do he will take the long way to say the N-word on MLK Day. The Civil Rights Act is actually unconstitutional, abolish it, things like that. Crowder, on the other hand, just will be like, I'm going to do the most racist depiction of a black person I possibly physically can. Okay? Ben knows to take the scenic route, so it's not on his fucking contract. You don't.
You need to change your business model or this movement cannot work, Jeremy. I can't imagine my show trying to come up and be beholden to YouTube advertiser guidelines, let alone, honestly, being beholden from a conservative entity with hard strikes, right? Being removed, but let alone being advertiser friendly. We know how broad those guidelines are. They might as well just read.
Wait, he dropped I'm thinking about this from the point of view of other content creators that will come after me, to back to I again. He's using the royal I here, I think. When he says I, he means all the other young up and comers. I think that's what he's saying, right? Doesn't seem like it though.
Don't say anything offensive, and they change them at the drop of a hat.
I'm not suggesting that the guidelines aren't terrible. I'm suggesting that if making money off of those platforms is part of how you're justifying the salary you're paying someone, then or the fee I keep saying salary, the fee you're paying someone, then when those go away, everybody loses money. You can't pay the same amount with less revenue.
How about you create a different business model?
Oh, fucking own, dude. Let's go. I love this. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. I was so frustrated earlier thinking about the unimaginable amounts of money that they get in funding, and how fucking devastating that is. But now I'm back to it, baby. I'm back to having fun. I'm having fun at the expense of conservatives infighting, because they're sweating the small stuff like $12 million, $30 million. Who gets to say the N-word? How frequently? That sort of thing. Imagine a life where you're literally saying, you're looking at the barrel of a fucking $50 million contract and going, not for me. I need to be able to be openly racist and get banned regularly. You're a fucking asshole. In a weird way, it is at least morally consistent with the weird fucking moral system that Steven Crowder has created for himself. You know what I mean? He's like, I'm riding or dying for being able to be as racist on the main as I can.
Now, I know what some of you are thinking. Of course, telling someone else, hey, change your business model. I get it. I'm in no position to say that, unless, instead of Monday morning quarterbacking it, here's the thing. I didn't just offer criticisms. I offered a guide on how to, here's the deal.
Dog, you wouldn't be going to him for funding, or you wouldn't be looking at him for money that he's offering you if your business was as sustainable or made as much money. What the fuck? This is like me telling Twitch, like me telling Twitch how to fucking generate revenue. I can't. I don't know. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I have good suggestions, okay? I have good suggestions, but ultimately, I don't know what the fuck, how much the cost is on the back end.
I want to sit at the table with people who, granted, have an immense amount of power and have incredibly deep pockets. That is all true, to be clear. And by the way, it's something that I want to have on our side of the aisle. But I offered a guide on how to do it. It is incumbent, this is what this is about. It is incumbent upon conservatives, if we believe what we say, to uncouple, to divest, if you want to use that term, from big tech. For the business models of the movement as we move forward, to not rely on playing ball with Facebook and with YouTube. That is something that we have to move toward. You know that we've been trying to do that here for years. That's why every single show we say, hey, if you can watch on Rumble, please do so. We're not looking to be banned on YouTube, but at least we certainly won't compromise the truth in order to be advertiser friendly. Here's the thing, Daily Wire, Jeremy, and I really do hope that we can talk at some point. Please, you can pick up the phone. We've done that. We here have found a way to make that work. For proof, see election night, our numbers on Rumble there, and see the numbers on Rumble when we get suspended from YouTube. I think it was 4 times this last year, and I went to great lengths to communicate that to the people at Daily Wire.
Dude, come on, brother. Yeah, you got 4 times the numbers on Rumble because it's fake. It's just not real. You're out of your mind, dude. Dude, come on, look at my Rumble. Look at my Rumble, dog. I'm killing it. I got so many views, dude. Come on, give me 30 million.
There can be no next me if the people at the top with the financial resources.
If he's getting 4x the numbers on Rumble, why are you still on YouTube? Yeah, literally. What's up? That's such a good question, man. Why aren't you just exclusively streaming on Rumble? I don't understand. Why don't you just like host all your videos on Rumble, as a matter of fact? I don't know. I wonder what it is. I mean, you're killing it.
Are doing the bidding. That's being the arm of big tech. What you just said is, well, we have to play ball with big tech if we want to make money. Well, I don't. Why don't you guys follow a model like I have and scale it? That's what I've been doing since 2014. You know that. Has been trying to make sure, which I thought we were all doing, that we can all flip the bird to Silicon Valley. This is saying we need him and you need to play ball.
And by the way, before some of you ask for this, look, there's always...
He just sounds so whiny. He's like, he feels hurt. He's so hurt. I don't get it. Like, why don't you do what I've been doing and like scale? Oh my God. Well, maybe Daily Wire should start selling mugs, maybe. That's been so good for me.
Personal information on phone calls. And for the record, I've recorded 3 people on phone calls in my life. All 3 are involved with big tech. Just to be clear.
He's like, Jeremy Boring, not trustworthy. And that's the reason why I did it. Dude, it's so good. This stuff is really funny because like, he said Daily Wire, big tech. I'm not going to lie. Like this, for the first time ever, I always assumed that like maybe Steven Crowder like is at least like kind of smart and he's just like portraying himself as like dumber than he actually is, specifically for monetary gain. Like I'm realizing, he's just as stupid as I thought he was. Like he's just very dumb. Like he's not a very smart guy. This entire thing and the way that it is unfolded is showing me he's just not a smart guy.
The entire call transcript has been sent to others to verify without hopefully having to release the whole thing. And I'll be on Tim Pool's show, I believe, on Monday to talk about it. Now, this is something else that's been brought to my attention. Look, some people have been sent out from...
I really thought you were calling the DW guy Jeremy Boring as an own. That's his name. No, his name is literally Boring. Like I wasn't kidding. That's actually his
Daily
name.
Wire, and have gotten very personal. Obviously, when we released this video, we didn't name names, and I told you there are a lot of people in the space who have made offers, and it is true. There are quite a few, and there are some others that have been pretty similar to this. This isn't an incredibly unique scenario, but there have been some good people out there too, and we're still talking with them. So I do know that some people from Daily Wire have come out, maybe been instructed to. I have no idea. I don't care. And they've gotten very personal. I don't want to do that. At least I didn't want to. But now it's sort of necessary for me to do so. So these are the only personal things I will say about the people at Daily Wire. Andrew Klavan is one of my favorite people of all time. He has an unbelievable skill to make you feel like the smartest guy in the room, even though I guarantee you he's smarter than you. There are very few people whose company I enjoy more than Andrew Klavan. Jordan Peterson
motherfucker
is not only a friend, I would go to the wall for him. He's a guy who has changed the landscape of our country for the better. Can't say enough good things about him. Ben Shapiro is possibly the smartest person I know. That's as personal as I'll get. Now, here's the thing. Only after that final call, after negotiations had fallen through, pleading on the side of principle and knowing that it was completely met with deaf ears, did I come out like I did. See, here.
What are his principles? To be able to be racist. Come on, man. Is so good. His principles are to be able to be racist. I can't get over it. I love this shit.
Here's the thing, Daily, they keep talking about a business. Well, I walked away from the table because I'm talking like it's about a country, about a movement. And this is the thing, the response that I've heard over the years, it's not just now. I've been doing this for a long time. You constantly hear, it's just business. It's just business. Well, guess what? It's not to me. Sure, I run a business, but it's not just business. And let me ask you, when have you ever heard someone say it's just business when they're doing the right thing? Ever hear someone give $250,000?
Bro, like oh my God, he's like saying all these things, but what he means, the right thing, is literally the right to be bigoted, dude. What the fuck? I need to keep adding this as a qualifier because like it just makes it so much funnier. It makes it fucking hilarious. He's like, dude, no one's ever done something nice after saying do the right thing. Like what he's talking about literally is like he just wants to keep getting paid after getting banned because he knows he's going to get banned. Because he can't stop being openly racist. Like all the expectation from Jeremy Boring, which is his real name, okay, that wasn't a meme, was just use dog whistles, dog. We had to put that in as a contract stipulation because we know you can't fucking hold yourself back. You like go too racist, you go too far, you get banned. It's bananas. Just paywall it. Keep that good shit. You know what I mean? Keep that good shit behind the paywall. He's like, nope, won't do it.
To charity and say it's just business? And here's something that I would like to ask you, because I know that they've tried to play the identity politics and, misrepresent the whole financial situation. But yeah, over the course of 4 or 5 years, the total operational budget, meaning 25, 30 employees, all of the costs, security, health insurance, would have been somewhere in the $50 million ballpark for that total operational budget. That is true. Okay. First off, I think it's a good thing for conservative companies out there to be generating or capable of generating far more than that. It'd be better than just Disney and just Netflix and just Hulu Plus. And I'd like the people who are in charge of that to be people who are willing to walk away from that if it comes with strings attached, with people who hate everything you stand for. So let's take that at face value, okay? I want you to ask yourself this question, okay? Put yourself in.
I hope he cries. I love this. Look, this man rides or dies, dude. He rides or fucking dies, dude. He needs to do it. He wants to do it. Nay, he has to do it. He will die if he doesn't say the N-word. Yeah? So much for the tolerant left, I say. You're really going to let this man paywall all of the racist things he wants to say openly? Really? All the transphobic things he wants to say? Really? What if he dies? It's fucked up.
In my shoes. What would it take? How much do your principles matter to you? What kind of a headspace would you have to be in to walk away full stop from $50 million?
Oh my God, is he like using this as a fucking way to just be like, I'm so principled? It's awesome. I love it, dude. I love it.
Let me ask you even further. What would it take for you to be willing to walk away from at least $50 million because of it causing harm to someone else that doesn't even affect you?
That's bullshit. I'm willing to bet that the Daily Wire doesn't have that ban stipulation on anyone else's contract. I am willing to bet that not a single other person at the Daily Wire has that kind of contract. 1,000,000%. There's no way. It's like expected. You know what I mean? It's a given. Nope, not even fucking Candace Owens, not Michael Knowles. I don't even think Matt Walsh has that kind of contract. You want to know why? Because as paid employees, they are not getting paid as much as Steven Crowder is getting paid. He basically said it. Jeremy Boring said it. He literally said it. He said, we are giving you so much money, way more than you fucking deserve, that like you can't expect us to not get a return on that investment, and you're a big risk. That's it. No, not even Matt Walsh. I fucking highly doubt that Matt Walsh even has that contract stipulation. I'd be shocked if any of them do. Okay? I'd be shocked. Steven Crowder's latest video tragically proves that he knows nothing about three things: business, contract negotiation, friendship, and decency. Again, here's Jeremy going through our full initial non-binding offer to Steven line by line. Oh, so good. Makes me feel better about my contract that makes me serve you the top of the hour every hour for 3 minutes, and then a secret 1-minute ad break in the middle of the hour. Especially when you can avoid said ads by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. By connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, you get one free Prime subscription a month. Use it on your favorite broadcaster. You can also get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Spy Monkey, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Andro Filer, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, allowing 15 people to no longer see the ads at the top of the hour. There's a Rumble video. You sent me a Rumble link? What the fuck is this, bro? What are you... We're not seriously going to Rumble now, are we? Is that what we're doing now? I'm not that desperate. I don't need to hear conservatives that bad, bro. You know what I mean? I'll wait till it's on fucking YouTube, okay? Motherfucker's about to be like, dude, you got to check out this Truth Social link. Like, this shit's spicy. Anyway, here's the 3-minute ad break now. Oh, this is so good. What a gift. What a gift.
But the next kid. I've talked about this. You know, you have it in comedy. I'm never going to be the guy who pulls the ladder up after me. What motivates me is not money. Of course, everyone here likes nice things. They want to make a living. You've heard me say this many times. I want to pass the torch. I want there to be someone else to do this. It can't happen.
I'm willing to bet if the $12 million was to pay for all of his employees, some of the motherfuckers that work with him are going to be pissed at him. They have to. They're going to be like, dude, you dropped the bag. Like, they were going to give us $12.5 million, you fucking asshole. Are you crazy?
If this is how our movement is structured. And you know that, by the way, this could do irreparable damage to the movement, the country, and the people who've fought so hard for the ground gained if we've decided to get in bed with these people who want to strip it away. I'm asking, would you walk away? What would it take for you to walk away from $50 million? Because it's true. That's exactly what I did. It's exactly what I'm doing. And so long as these contracts out there include enforcement of big tech, of punishing conservative creators on behalf of the people we claim to fight and the people who have long since demonetized us and can't stand me, and part of me doesn't blame them. As long as these contracts include that, not even for me, but the next person, I wouldn't take $1 billion. And certainly not if you understand in context, when behind closed doors, I know, and these people know and acknowledge exactly what's being done to the next generation of creators.
Bench talent, young talent, they don't get deals like this.
So they don't get deals that...
They can be wage slaves for a little bit, come over and make a salary and grow their brand.
Yeah, no, he's saying if you're a young talent, you get paid nothing, which is usually, which by the way, of course, media, that is how it is. It's fucking awful. But they don't get the fucking $12 million contracts. That's what he's saying. I'm not even defending either of these people, by the way. Just, I hope people don't even misunderstand what I'm saying. Because this is awesome. I love that they're fighting because they're both pieces of shit.
That you then own.
Well, I own parts of it. I don't own it. They can, when their contract's up, they can still go out and they'll still be famous. They can keep doing their shows, so go do a show somewhere else. They'll be in a far, far, far better place. You helped make them.
No, not long as this contract. This contract owns it in perpetuity even after the contract.
I would play the part of the call where we talked about our kids' Christmas and him buying baby formula for his brother's children, but I wouldn't even know how to secretly record phone calls with my friends. Wow, people are mad, dude. I think, oh, this is so sick. They're like actually butthurt. Oh, this is so good. They're petty, dude. I'm living for this. Oh my God. Conservatives get to have all the fucking fun. Leftists are so stupid and constantly fucking fighting one another every goddamn day. This is the kind of content that they could like sit back and enjoy every fucking day. Oh my God. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I love it. I'm not touching it specifically because I don't want any of them. You say quote tweet him, but if I enter the fold, I not that I'm like a relevant figure or anything, but like I don't even want them to recognize that like we're enjoying this right now. You know what I mean? You don't tap the glass, especially when you're someone like myself, an enemy to all of the parties involved. You know what I mean? This is the hill you died on. This is the hill you die on if your contract stopped you from being anti-women. What is this?
You don't respect trans women because you're transphobic. I don't respect them because they're women. Trans includes radical misogynist.
What do you mean? This is like, I've made this joke. You motherfuckers just sent me my joke. How many times have I made that joke? It's always funny when it's like people in the chat who've heard me make that joke go, "Hey, but it's in the format of a TikTok, so it's different." Yeah, my joke didn't have Hosier playing in the background though, so I took an L on that one. I'll admit. All right, let's continue.
Contract. You're paying a lease but getting ownership. That's what this contract reads.
On the content that we paid to produce, yes.
You know, look, I understand there are going to be differing opinions on this. I understand that. As someone who does run a business and has I think maybe 25 employees, I don't know, we're expanding. I understand people run businesses differently and have different priorities. Here's the thing. I would genuinely still, Daily Wire, Jeremy, love to sit down at the table and explain to you how you can make all of this work.
Dude, why the fuck would they, what? Why the fuck would they listen to him? I don't get it. What is happening? What the fuck? I don't get it. Like, does he think he's him? Does he think he's that guy? Is that what he thinks? I don't know what's happening here.
How you can scale what we do and not have to be beholden to the people who we all go out and claim that we're fighting. And especially with all of the financial resources that you have, which, by the way, are very impressive. And by the way, since fielding requests for people who've sent this in who you guys are under these kinds of contracts, right? You've sent in your emails. If you're looking to either join a network or looking to navigate these contracts, we've been flooded. I'm going to try and get to all of you. But here's the thing.
Yeah, so many people are like, dude, damn, I'm reply under Crowder. And Ben Shapiro saying, I'm on your side. No, man, I can't instigate in that situation. I would have a galvanizing effect. They would. It's like don't fuck it up when the opposing team is infighting. You have to be delicate. Okay? You can't just like get in there and remind them that they're fighting against you. You want to hear Tim Fool?
But there's a lot of things that I do want to
oh my God, it's so good.
Let me give you my word right now. My word. Everyone, you can timestamp it, call me on it. Here at Mug Club, we will never take any ownership over your social media platforms or your channels, and I don't want a dime ever of your YouTube revenue. You make your own decision as to whether you want to be monetized or not. Some people want to, some people don't.
cost. I said,
I have a problem with requiring that you do and penalizing you if you don't. And to Daily Wire, to the rest of the people out there, give me a call. And look, let me put it this way. If you give me your word, this is all that matters here. Just give me your word that there will never be a clause in a contract again for some unsuspecting kid or someone who doesn't have the...
Bro, you're not... How are you going to be yelling outside of the club? You can't even get in. I don't understand what kind of leverage Steven Crowder thinks he has. I don't get it. I genuinely don't understand. What is he saying?
Luxury to walk away from $50 million, as I did. True, guilty as charged. Give me your word that you will not penalize them 25% for demonetization, another 20% for a strike, another 20% for Facebook, Spotify, Apple, up to 80%. Just give me your word that that clause, that spirit will not be in any contract sent.
As a Mug Clubber, I'll happily pay for his content and will always do. We support you, friend. This was a very important hill for you to stand on, and I can't imagine how hard it was for you not to sell out. But let me just say thank you. Wow, I mean, his fans are so fucking stupid that they, like, I guess they, I guess that they ate it. Bro, you know what's really funny? You know what's really hilarious? He's, like, upset about not having adequate labor.